Good morning and welcome to your yoga practice today. Today's practice will be a little longer practice, vinyasa style, focusing on the neck, the upper body, and the shoulders. We're going to give that area a little bit of love today with some stretching and some strengthening exercises. We all carry most of our tension and basically the weight of the world in our shoulders and in our traps. So today we're going to try to work on that and focus on those areas. As we come to start, go ahead and take a nice easy sit, whatever position you find comfortable, and go ahead and close the eyes. We'll just start with normal breathing here, and we start to focus inwards and set our intention for today's practice. Direct your mind to a quality that you want to have more of throughout today, throughout your life. This can be anything of your choosing. It could be grace, love, or gratitude. If your mind is unwilling to settle on one aspect, you can follow along with me. My intention today will be I am peace. I think we all need a little bit more peacefulness in our everyday lives. I am peace. Bring your mind back to that intention today as it starts to wander, or if you find yourself distracted during some of the more challenging poses. Bring yourself back to your breath and back to our intention. Go ahead and start to flutter open the eyes if your eyes were closed. And we're going to begin with warming up the neck and just doing some gentle neck rolls to start off with. Take your right ear and bring it directly down towards the right shoulder. Inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to roll forward, dropping the chin towards the chest. And then come back up. The left ear comes to the left shoulder as we take another inhale. Reverse that. Exhale down. Chin comes to chest. Inhale, right shoulder to right ear. Go ahead and continue doing a few more of these on your own at your own pace as well. Maybe slowing down at spots that need a little bit more stretch. We'll do one more. And end with right ear to right shoulder. Very nice. Head comes back to neutral. Crown of the head is facing upwards towards the sky. Spine is nice and tall and lengthened. And we'll work on drawing some nose circles. So just imagine that you have a pencil extending out from the nose and you're starting to draw a very small circle. We'll start clockwise and start with these small circles. And as you draw them, the circles start to become larger and larger. Until you get to your largest circle. Very nice. Pause in your largest circle, and we're going to reverse the direction, going counterclockwise in our large circles. And from here, we will slowly make our circles smaller once more. Just drawing that circle with the tip of the nose. Until your head comes back to neutral. Very nice. And some more neck stretches. Take the right hand, bring it alongside the left side of the head. And from here, we're going to tilt the head towards the right. We aren't forcing the right hand down on the neck. Basically, it's just resting there, providing a nice soft source of tension. Left arm can come out long. Oops, I'm sorry. I had the fingers should be, or the palms should be facing down. And if you're able, you can bring the fingers back towards the forearm. You'll feel a pretty intense stretch there. You'll even feel it along the underside of the wrist as well. If it feels like it's too much, if you feel any pinching or tension, you should ease off either by letting the arm come back to straight, maybe letting the arm rest on the mat, or just not tilting your head as far to the right. If you're feeling too much tension or any pain, you're going to it's going to be a counterintuitive stretch, and you'll just be creating more tension within the neck and the upper body. So this is just a very gentle stretch. Nice inhales and exhales. I'll do one more inhale and exhale. And we aren't going to leave this pose quite yet. We're just going to let the left arm rest on the mat. And from here, we're going to change the position of our head to gaze slightly down, cheek more alongside the upper arm of the right arm. And then the right hand is more on the back side of the head. Kind of work with your hairdo today. And from here, again, just resting that hand on the back of the head. And now we're creating more of a stretch along the back side of the body and your upper traps. You can stay here, or you can again lift that left arm, maybe lift the left fingertips. Nice easy breaths. Inhale, come out. Return the head to neutral. Go ahead and switch the position of the legs. Swap them out and place your opposite leg in front. And from here, we'll do the opposite side. Take the left hand to the right side of the head. Start to tilt the right ear, or correction, the left ear down. And then your right arm extends long. If you're able, go ahead and start to bend the right fingertips, reaching towards the right forearm. Feeling that stretch along the upper side of the neck all the way down the right arm. Just gently resting that left hand on the head. Maybe smiling. One more inhale and exhale. Good. We'll come back to neutral and then slightly change the position of the head. Our gaze is going to go downward and towards, our cheek is going to go towards the inside of our left upper arm. Left hand comes more towards the back of the head to feel that stretch along the back side of the neck and the upper back. The right arm can stay extended. It can touch the mat. You can lift the fingers of the right hand if you're able. Just a very gentle stretch here, urging those muscles to soften and to open up. Take away some of that upper back tension. One more breath. And return to neutral. Nice. This time we'll do our nose circles again, but we'll start in a counterclockwise direction, drawing those small circles with our nose. Start small and move in counterclockwise circles. Let your circles get larger. Until you get to your largest circles. Really nice. In your largest circle, pause, and we'll reverse the direction, making large circles going in a clockwise direction. These are such nice postures to take, throughout the day. You can just do them sitting at your desk, at your computer, in your office. Let those circles grow smaller and smaller. Very nice. Until you come to stillness. Our last stretch will be some shoulder stretches, warming up our shoulders a little bit. We're going to work into them a lot as we get later into the sequence. On the inhale, draw your shoulders up to your ears. Really, really pull them up. And then exhale, just let them drop down your back. Inhale. Exhale, drop. Two more times. Really nice. Okay, we're warmed up and ready to get started. Come over onto all fours in your tabletop position. Hips are over knees and the shoulders are over the wrists. And your knees are about hip width apart. From here, we're going to do just a few cat and cows. Go ahead and exhale into cat. Gaze towards the navel. Head drops down. Inhale, open up into your cow pose. Exhale, drop down into cat. Pushing through the hands, pushing through the tops of the feet. Inhale, let the belly drop. Gaze comes up for your cow pose. One more round. Exhale, cat. And inhale your cow pose. Very nice. Now, returning back to neutral, we'll push back into our downward dog, our first downward dog today. So the legs do not need to be straight. You can have them bent at first. We'll walk a little bit. Really get the back of the legs to open up, to wake up a little bit. Maybe you push both the heels to the right.
Feel a stretch along the left side body. Bring both of the heels over to the left, and you're feeling the stretch along the right side of the body. And then come back into your dolphin pose. Correction, not dolphin yet. Down dog pose. From down dog, roll forward into your plank. Come onto the toes. Adjust if you need. And then we'll come down through a chaturanga. From chaturanga, you can come into cobra. Legs come to the floor. Elbows are slightly bent, gaze is forward. And then push back up into your down dog. Couple of breaths here. From here, we're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga lower. You can come up into cobra or up dog. And then back into your downward dog. Right into it. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra pose. And then exhale back into the downward dog pose. Very good. From here, go ahead and just find some stillness. Push strongly into the arms. The elbow creases are facing out. Shoulders are spread wide down the back. Go ahead and lower down into your knees and come back into your tabletop. From tabletop, we're going to take a couple of twists and work into our spine and open up, get some movement through our upper spine. Find your stability in your tabletop. Everything is rooted and pressing into the ground. At this point, we're going to press firmly into the left hand as we raise the right arm up to the sky for a twist. Take the right arm, exhale, thread it underneath the left shoulder. Ear goes to the ground. Inhale, draw the right arm back up to the sky. Exhale, we'll thread it through the left arm again. Ear comes to the mat, gaze comes upward, drawing the abdomen in. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, draw the right arm underneath the left. 2 more times. Inhale, right arm comes to the sky. Rotate along the thoracic. And then draw that right hand underneath. Rest the ear to the ground. And we'll stay here for a couple of breaths. Pushing the right arm into the mat, opening up the upper back as you do so. Getting a nice active stretch here. The left arm can stay where it's currently at by your head, or you could also extend it long, almost like you would in your yin pose. Very good. If your hand was forward, draw it back towards your head. Push into the ground with your left hand and come back into neutral. We'll take that again on the other side. Ooh, struggling talking today. Press down through your right hand. Maintain your balance and lift the left arm to the sky. You might feel already a difference between the right and the left side. Left arm comes down, left ear to the mat. And then inhale the left arm back up to the sky. Exhale, left arm to the ground. Inhale, left arm opens up. engaging that core, engaging the lower belly. Left arm threads through again. Opening it back up. Exhale, drawing it under. One more time before we rest. And then exhale it through. Let the left ear come to the mat. Press into the mat with your right hand. Open up that upper back. Stretch out the back of the shoulders. Right arm can extend long. And we'll take a couple of breaths here. Fantastic. Take the right hand, bring it alongside your face. Push up firmly into the mat as you come back into a tabletop. From here, we'll take our extended puppy pose. Today's pose will start off as an active pose to actively open up the shoulders and also build up strength into our upper body. So make sure the hips are directly above the knees. If you need more room on your mat, go ahead and slide back a little bit. Walk your hands out so they're in a very, very extended position. And from here, instead of just dropping down passively into the pose, we're going to tuck the tailbone and keep that tuck. Keep the pulling in of the abdomen as we try to lower the chest to the ground. It should be very, very difficult. And as you keep this tuck, you'll feel your shoulders stretch. Feel your forearms and your hands pressing into the mat as you try to work in opposition, forcing that chest to the mat, but keeping the roundness throughout your back. Very good. One more nice deep breath in. Exhale it out. And from here, relax that tuck that you have and just go into a passive extended puppy pose. The forehead can come to the mat. You can also take your chin to the mat if that feels better for you. I'm going to try not to squish my mic too much. Keep the integrity of the breath. And remind yourself of our intention. I am peace. Very nice. Slowly come out. Push firmly into your hands. And come back into your tabletop position. From tabletop, we're going to lower into our 8-point pose, and we'll hold that for a couple of breaths. From your tabletop, we'll go ahead and inhale, come forward, exhale, lower the chest and the shoulders as they come forward and down. Elbows hug in towards your ribs. And from here, we'll let our chest and our chin touch the mat. If this is too difficult, you could also have a block or a blanket to maybe not come down as low. It can be kind of an odd sensation. And very nice. On the inhale, we'll come through to an upward facing dog. Thighs come off the mat as your legs engage. Gaze is forward. Strong through the shoulders. We're not slumping. We're activating the shoulders. Active in every pose. Our body may look peaceful, but it is active in every asana. We'll move slightly in our upward dog. Take your head and turn slowly to the right. Inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to neutral. Do about 3 more rounds here. Very good. From downward dog, go ahead and push back into, from upward dog, push into a downward dog. Very nice. Really strong through the arms. Feeling the upper arms turn out. And from here, you can step or jump to the front of your mat. And come into a forward fold. In forward fold, just hang here for a minute. And grab both your arms. Maybe move the backs of the legs. Head hangs down deeply. Then inhale the arms to the sky as we come into mountain. Arms reach high up, long line of energy from the toes all the way to the fingertips. Feel the feet root down into the mat. Feet can be about shoulder width apart. Very good. Take the hands and draw them back behind you. Clasp the hands, inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. Fold deeply from the hips here. Nice big inhales and exhales. Weight as much into the balls of the feet as you can. It feels like you might want to tip over a little bit. From here, bend the left knee. Maybe look a little bit over to the left. Then bend the right, looking towards the right. You can do that a couple of times. Really nice. Opening up the back of the legs and working on those shoulders. All right, come back to center. Slowly release the arms. We don't want a slingshot. And let the hands come to the earth. We'll do a couple of more twists here, opening up the shoulders and the upper body. Right hand comes into the center of the mat. The left hand comes to the sky as you rotate, and your gaze comes upward towards the palm. If this is too much strain on the neck, go ahead and keep your neck at neutral. Feel that rotation along the thoracic spine. One nice inhale. Exhale, maybe open up a little bit more. Feel the heart shine up towards the sun. Then inhale, lower. Exhale, raise the right arm up towards the sky. We'll hold here. Exhale, maybe deepens just slightly more. Inhale, hand lowers to the earth. And we'll do a couple of those more quickly. Right hand to the center of the mat. Exhale the left arm up. Inhale, come forward. Left arm to center. Exhale, right arm up. Inhale, right arm comes down. Hand to the mat. Left arm raises. Left arm down. Right arm raises. Inhale, right arm comes down. Exhale that left arm to the sky is our last one. And then left arm down to the mat. Very nice. From here, forward fold, and then come back up into mountain. Hands come to the center, heart center, and we'll do a vinyasa. Hands come up, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway's left. Exhale, feet can step or jump back. Chaturanga lower. Inhale to your upward dog. And then exhale, down dog. All right, we're going to get into the meat of our work today, really working a lot more into our shoulders. And we're going to get into Dolphin. It is not most people's favorite. So in our downward dog pose, we're going to do some downward dog to dolphin push-ups. You can lower one arm at a time, or you can lower them both at the same time for a strength challenge. It can be pretty hard. If you're going to lower one forearm at a time, it would be just like this. Left arm, then the right arm lowers. Coming up, you can also do one arm at a time. If you'd like to take the challenge and lower both at the same time, go ahead. We're going to try to do 5 of these. Legs stay engaged. Go ahead and lower one into dolphin. Exhale, push up, downward dog. 2. Exhale, push up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. I think we have one more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. All right? And just stay here in your downward dog. Come down into a child's pose at any time if you need it. From here, we'll hold. Well, actually, we're going to lower into our dolphin. And in dolphin, we'll hold. I'm sure you would have preferred the hold in downward dog. In dolphin, take your right leg and lift. We're now in a 3-legged dolphin. Go ahead and breathe here. Inhales and exhales. Pressing firmly into that left foot to give rise to your right leg. Keep the right side of the body lifted. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Very good. Same thing on the opposite side. Inhale. Exhale, the left leg lifts. Gazing towards your mat, just slightly forward, pushing strongly into those forearms, into the hands. Two more breaths. Good. Come back into your dolphin. Press up into your downward dog. And from here, we're going to take a quick child's pose rest. Knees can be wide. The hands can also come alongside the body if you need more rest into the shoulders. Good. When you're ready, you can push back up into your downward dog. And from here, we're just going to do 5 more of those dolphin to our downward dog push-ups. Go ahead and inhale, dolphin. Exhale, push back up. That's 1. Inhale, dolphin. Exhale, push up. Down, up. That's 3. There you're 4. Almost there. And 5. All right. Push into your downward dog. We're not done yet. Roll forward onto your toes and come into plank pose. Shoulders are above the wrists. Elbows aren't locked out. They're just slightly bent, especially if you have hypermobility in your joints. We don't want them locked out. That's what it would look like if you're hypermobile. You can see my elbow is bending too much, and I'm not really working my triceps at all. I want them bent just a little bit. See, big difference. All right, draw up through the abdomen. And from plank, we're going to lift our right leg and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come back to plank. And same thing on the left side. Exhale, left leg comes up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Come down. From plank pose, we're going to come onto our side plank on the right side. Go ahead and adjust your right hand just directly underneath your shoulder. You're going to roll onto the outside edge of your right foot. And if you're able to, stack your feet. From here, your left arm can come up. And we're pushing strongly into the mat, lifting the shoulders. We don't want to sag. Hips come up. And we hold here. Very nice. Continue to breathe. Can't even talk. And tell yourself, I am peace. I know we're holding for a while. I am peace. Nice. Exhale, release. Gracefully come back to your plank pose. Readjust. We'll do those leg lifts again on the right side. Lift for 1, 2, 3. Holding the belly in. 4, 5. Lower down. Left leg lifts. Holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. We're almost done, I promise. We're going to do the side plank on the left side. Roll over onto the outside edge of the foot. Stacking both feet. Bringing that right arm up to the sky and pushing firmly into the mat with the left. You can modify this pose by dropping your top leg down, giving yourself kind of a kickstand. Really feeling that shoulder working, engaging alongside the entire length of the body, feeling the strength of the thighs, the ribs, and the shoulders, all in one long line holding you upright. One more breath, inhale, exhale. Gracefully come back to your plank pose. Push back in your downward dog. Step up to the front of your mat. Halfway's lift. Exhale over the legs. Come up into a mountain pose. And we'll do one last vinyasa. Exhale down. Inhale, halfway's lift. Exhale down as you step or jump back. Come to your upward dog or cobra. And then push back into your downward dog. Fantastic. From here, go ahead and walk your feet in and come to an easy sit. Have whatever leg in front that you feel is comfortable. And we're going to cool it down a little bit. We've been actively working for quite a while into the upper body. We're going to get back into some of those stretches. I'll just fix my mic here real quick. Okay. Come into your easy pose. Breath returns to normal. And we'll get started with our cow face pose on the right hand side. So first we need to set up, because a good posture or a good asana always starts with good posture. So the right foot, the heel of the right foot, comes to the outside of the left bum cheek. And then the left heel comes to the outside of the right bum cheek. Knees should be stacked. If this is uncomfortable, go ahead and sit up on a pillow or a block. This angle can be pretty drastic on the knees, and so it can be, if you feel any sharp pinching or pain, please come out of it and find a modification that works for you and for your body at this time. Now we're going to stretch our shoulders. Take the left hand and bring the palm of the left hand to touch your back. From here, we'll take the right hand, wrap it around, and the back of the right hand is going to be touching your back. At this point, if you're able, grasp the fingers. This would be where you'd use the strap that I told you about at the beginning of class. If you can't reach, this is definitely my tighter side and is much more difficult for me. Go ahead and hold here and relax. Nice and easy breathing. Ribs should stay tucked in. We don't want to be flaring out during this pose. We're still focusing on drawing in the abdominals. Opening up those shoulders. Great. Go ahead and release the hands. Let them come down. Maybe give them a little shake out. And we're going to come and do this on the other side of the body. Now, I've seen this entry to get into cow face pose on the opposite side, and I love it. It seems complicated, but it's not too hard if you just follow along. Take your hands, and we're going to take our hands and we're going to swing them around to our right side. Lift up our bottom and walk our hands along the mat until we twist ourselves all the way back towards the front edge of the mat again. Lower the bottom to the mat, and now our right leg is on top. So adjust as needed. Heels come in towards the bottom. Grab your pillow or your block if you need it to sit up on. And we'll reverse the arms. Right arm goes above the head with the right palm to the back, touching your back. Left hand wraps around behind you, and the back of the left hand touches the back. And then join the fingers. If you can, take a hold and grasp the fingers. If not, use your strap. And we'll hold here. Avoid letting that upper arm, that upper elbow, smush yourself forward. We don't want to be squished down in our cow face pose. We want to be facing up. I always wondered why this was called cow face pose, and I learned today that it was because the shape of the legs looks like the smile of a cow. Continue to breathe here. Close your eyes. We are cooling down from this point on. Beautiful. Release the hands, unravel the arms, give them a little shake. Unravel the legs just by leaning back. And from here, we're going to cross the legs or cross the ankles, come forward into a tabletop just quickly so that we can bring ourselves into a child's pose. Narrow leg child's pose. Hands come alongside the body. The chin is close to the knees, forehead down to the mat. Relax here, feel rooted into the earth. From our child's pose, we're going to inhale, take a hold of the heels, come more up under the crown of your head, and we'll come into our rabbit pose. Hips come high, you're holding onto the heels. As you're pushing, you're drawing your navel upward, and you're feeling that stretch along the upper back, your traps, opening up your shoulders. Smooth inhale and exhale here. And then release back into your child's pose. You can continue to hang on to your ankles if you want. And we're going to come back into our rabbit pose and do that 3 more times. Inhale, exhale to rabbit. Inhale, exhale back to your child's pose. A little more quickly. Inhale, exhale, rabbit. Hold here, inhale. Exhale back to child's pose. Inhale here. Exhale, rabbit. Inhale again. Exhale back to your child's pose. Very nice. And just rest here. Take a deep breath. Very nice. Push yourself up and come onto your bottom, and we'll prepare for bridge pose. Lower onto your back. Heels draw in, just barely touching the fingertips. And go ahead and raise the hips up towards the sky. Adjust your shoulders. Draw the heels, feel them pulling back to engage the legs, the thighs, and the back side of the body. Almost like your feet are trying to create a wrinkle in your mat. Good. From here, we'll take more of a restorative bridge, walk the shoulders underneath the back body. Chin is slightly tucked. Hips are raised. Exhale, release. Start to lower the spine along the mat.
very slowly. Next, we'll do a plow pose. If this is not part of your practice, go ahead and just take knees to chest or take another bridge pose if you'd like. If you'd like to take a plow pose with me, go ahead and bring the legs up straight towards the sky. And from here, using the abs to draw in, let the legs start to fall over your head. Bring your hands to the back side of the body for support. Legs stay long. And you come into your plow pose. Chin is slightly tucked. Legs are still active here. If you'd like, you can bend the knees and bring them alongside the ears. I'm enjoying the stretch that I'm getting alongside the back of my body now and in through my back and my neck. And it's not pain. No sharp pains here. Just very nice, juicy stretches. If you're in plow pose, start to slowly lower. Maybe keeping the legs straight as long as you can. And then from wherever you're at, just draw the knees into the chest and just give them a squeeze. Maybe rocking back and forth a little bit. Very nice. Extend the right leg and then extend the left. And we'll close out our practice in Savasana. Legs and hands are open wide, palms facing up. Eyes are gently closed. We resume our normal breath. Taking in our practice for today. Melting down into the earth. You feel the backs of the legs, from the calves, the backs of our quads, along our sacrum, through our ribs, all melting into the earth until we come up to the upper arms. Feel them sinking down deeper and deeper. The forearms relaxing. The wrists and the palms feeling heavy into the earth. Chest is melting into the mat. Shoulders sinking heavy. The muscles of the face are softening. Feel the space around the eyes relax. The skin gently smoothing. I am peace. Peace is within me. Please continue to relax here in Savasana. You can take as long as you need. Just let the video play out. If you feel like you're ready to return with us, go ahead and start to move the fingers, move the toes. Maybe give everything a squeeze, squeezing the eyes and then fluttering the eyes open. Slowly roll over to a seated position. And that's it. We're done. We made it through our shoulder and neck workout for today. I hope you found that helpful, and hopefully you can carry some of those stretches that we did at the beginning of the class. You can do those throughout your day whenever you think of it, even if you're just sitting at your computer. Thanks for taking the time and joining me in this practice, and to continue your practice on your daily journey. Have a fantastic day.